guys, it's kmcers Forever. I'm Kirsten.
I'm Chris.
And this week we are honoring the people that we have lost over the years. And today's video is going to be all the other animals, people that we have lost that we don't really have a story background for.
Yeah.
So we're just honoring these ones in this last video. So keep on watching. Okay, and then we're going to talk about my grandma. From my dad's side. Her name was Mary Ann Adams. She was 67 years old. She was born on December 12th of 1939, where she was married to Thomas and Ruth Lawrence in Seaford, Delaware. She moved to Virginia, Oklahoma, North Carolina. She ended up marrying my grandfather, Roger Nunn, on April 21st of 1960. And they had 7 children. They had 1 daughter and 6 sons. She had 17 grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren. She got remarried to a guy named Russell Adams. They got married on October 17th of 1985. And she died on January 11th of 2007. Cause of death, we believe, is COPD. And we buried her on July 16th, 2007. And she just loved to make people laugh and scare people. Liked to hang out with her friends and family and play cards and drink her Pepsi. That was who she was. The next person we're going to be talking about is Harold Peter Holtzen. He was 88 years old, born June 15th of 1923 to Theo and Anna Holtzen in Kauai, Nebraska. He was in the Navy and he served in the World War II, and he served from 1944 to 1946, where he was honorably discharged. He moved to Deshler, Nebraska, where he married my great-grandmother, Lenora Holtzen. They got married November 3rd of 1946. They had 2 daughters and 1 son, 9 grandchildren, 17 great-grandchildren, and he died on October 16th of 2011. And he just had cancer, and he kind of just fell asleep and passed away during his sleep. And we buried him on October 20th of 2011. And Harold liked to go camping and fishing and spending time with his family. Okay, so the next one is going to be my great-grandmother, named Lenora Martha Amelia Holtzen. She was 89 years old when she passed. She was born on September 24th of 1922 to George and Louise Lunter. I'll have to put the words out because I don't know how you pronounce it. But she was born on a farm near Koala. Put the words again, don't know how to pronounce it. But eventually she moved to Deshler, where she married Harold Holtzen. They got married November 3rd of 1946. They had 3 children, 2 daughters and a son. They had 9 grandchildren and 17 great-grandchildren. She passed away on July 13th of 2012. She just passed away in her sleep. We believe from a broken heart, and her funeral was July 16th, 2012. So we believe she died from a broken heart from losing my great-grandpa. So Lenora liked her quilting and spending time with her family. So the next person is Melvin Carl Newhart, which is my great-grandfather. He was 97 years old. He was born September 21st of 1915 to William and Marie Newhart. He grew up on a farm just outside of Dushler, and he was in the U.S. Army Air Corps, and he served in World War II from 1941 to 1946. He married my great-grandmother, Ruth Newhart, on December 11th of 1946. They had one son together. They had 3 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren. He died on December 6th of 2012, and he passed away from just old age, I believe. He was in a nursing home, I believe, assisted living or something like that. And he passed away December 10th, or we had the funeral December 10th of 2012. And a fun fact is that the U.S. flag flew over the U.S. Capitol in honor of his 90th birthday, which I thought was really cool. So the next person we're going to talk about is Marie Shretlin. She is my grandpa's mother, or my step-grandpa's mother, to be exact. But she was 90 years old on she was born December 3rd of 1925 to Theodore and Lydia Ely in Henderson, Nebraska. She married Theo Shretlin, and they moved to Hastings, but then moved to Sutton shortly after, where they had 4 sons, one of them being my grandpa, or my step-grandpa. And they had 9 grandchildren and 22 great-grandchildren. She died on March 22nd of 2016 from just old age, I believe. And March 25th of 2016, we buried her. And she loved playing the piano and knew music very well. She loved spending time with her friends and family. She loved to play cards, and so the next one is about a cat.
Black cat.
Yep.
And her name is Pepper, as in salt and pepper. Well, we don't know. I don't necessarily know where or when.
I think you were really young. I honestly think it was like when you were a toddler that they got this kit. Because I honestly think that they've had it for so long. Because we talked about how old she is.
Passed away on August 24th of 2015. And she was only 19 years old.
But that's old for a cat.
Well, yeah.
Cats don't live that long. This cat kept going. And I remember her just being really raspy and coughing and throwing up everywhere.
But she was a good cat.
Not peeing and pooping where she should be, because once cats get older, they tend to not use the litter pan.
But she was a good cat.
She was a good cat. Everyone loved her and stuff. But we had to put her down just because she just got to be so
She was so old
and
like,
I believe she was in a lot of pain. We believe she had like arthritis that was killing her. Like, it was hurting her to move, and that's why she wasn't going to the litter pan as much. She was very snappy.
Like,
she became just literally an old lady that didn't want anything to do with anyone.
Well, her joints would snap.
Well, yeah. So we just had to go take her to the vet and put her down.
Yeah.
Okay, this is about a dog, a blue heeler.
She was a blue heeler. She was 10 plus years old.
Her name was Queenie.
And her name was Queenie. Her death date, I don't really remember exactly, but
it was roughly 2016, 2017 maybe.
Yeah.
I think it's more 2016.
She was in pain, and she was
just a really old dog. plain simple.
really old dog, and then like one day she just left.
Yeah,
Never
she
came
just like
back.
ran away and never came back. So we just assumed that she either passed away or maybe the coyotes got her because they live on a farm and they're around. We don't really know what happened.
We think
but-
she ran off and laid down and died somewhere.
Yeah, because farm dogs tend to do that.
Some.
Some tend to do that. They just don't want their owners to find them.
Some.
So this next one is about a calico, fluffy, fat cat.
She was fat.
Literally. Her name was Blossom, and she was probably roughly around 6 years old, somewhere around there.
She did come from a litter of kittens that one of our outdoor cats had.
She died
She died.
in roughly 2016, 2017.
somewhere
It was
around.
like shortly after Queenie died. It was like,
Yeah, and her age was 7,
yeah, she was roughly 7.
which is young.
Yeah, and we just believe that she got sick and she kind of just passed away.
That's what I think. I think she's,
So the next one is going to be about our first fish together, named Jazzberry Jam. We called him Jazz, or Jazzy for short. But we got him on July 7th of 2016. It was kind of like a birthday present for you.
yeah, he was a good little fish.
Yeah. We got him at Walmart. Just simple.
5 months old.
When he passed away. On January 5th of 2017, which happens to be the same date that Grandma passed away.
Yeah.
And we believe it was because those little fake plants you can buy for a fish tank, we had to cut them to be shorter because our fish tank wasn't big enough for it. And it had like a little metal, it has metal in it inside the plastic, and the metal was exposed, and when it's been in water for so long, it got
rusts.
rusted. And we believe that he got rust poisoning.
Okay.
So the next one is about a cat, a fluffy kitty that was an outdoor kitty named Baby. We believe she was roughly 1 or 2 years old. She
Yeah.
was kind of a smaller cat. She was found by his mom, I think, on the side of the road.
Yeah, she was. My mom was driving down the road and found Baby on the side of the road. Had a limp,
Yeah.
but it healed all up. But
Or wasn't it something about like the car in front like tossed him out and it rolled into the ditch and mom saw that and went and checked?
something.
I think it was
don't-
something like
I don't
that.
remember. But I do have to say though, there's so much animal abuse.
There really is. So we named her Baby, and we got her around 2017, I believe. Mom found her. And then I remember we were putting up our pool, and we put the tarp thing that goes on top, the cover thing on top, to hopefully keep the cats out. Well, she climbed up there in the middle of the night and got stuck on the tarp thing, and the tarp thing went into the water. So what happened was she couldn't get out because she was stuck in this tarp, couldn't find the ladder, and she drowned.
Well, we didn't even.
Oh, we didn't have the ladder
in
in,
there.
yeah. So she ended up drowning. Which we really
She had-
felt bad for her. We
She
really
had
did.
no way out, and it was just like, oh man.
Because I didn't think that the cat would jump from the ground up. I thought
I
they
didn't
would like
think so either.
use
but-
the ladder if we had the ladder in. So we didn't put the ladder in thinking that it would work. But apparently it didn't work, and we felt really bad after this. She was kind
Yeah.
of more of a my cat, and it was just like, I felt terrible. Next pet would be our first ferret.
His name is Maverick.
Yo, Maverick Goose.
I came up with the name.
Top
because
Gun.
Top Gun.
You didn't know. That's his favorite movie. So.
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't
We wanted a ferret, and we decided we were gonna get this ferret because it was the cutest ferret, which happened to be a male. And we got him from Earl May
in Hastings.
And we got him on November 7th of 2015. And then we ended up going back to the store and getting the sister.
Because,
he was lonely.
well, they've been together for so long.
Since they were born. They were born together.
And so it was just like,
So we decided to go back to the store and get the girl as well.
yeah.
So we named her Maddie, and eventually we did have to give her up
Yeah, we had to.
because we moved here. And he passed away January 1st of 2018. He passed away in his sleep, and the weird part is we thought he was fine because literally the day before
Yeah,
he was fine.
he
We
was-
just noticed that he was sleeping a lot more. Hey! I don't know whether he likes it. Yeah, I left it open so I can get some of this.
Well, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you ever lost a pet or a loved one. And hit that big red button that says subscribe on it. And hit that little bell, make it ring to get
be-
notified.
When we post every single Friday.
And we will see you next time.
Bye!
Bye.